play some shit. Play that shit from the Yay area. Oh, Yay area.
Yay area. Man, Drake wildin'. What's good, y'all? It's Coffee. You know we're back. We gotta get back to the content, man. That's what we do over here. Lots going on, lots of topics. WACK100, Benzino, these guys are something else, man. We're gonna get to it. But speaking of the Yay area, that's the Bay Area, right? If y'all didn't already know, which everybody knows, right? The Warriors did it again. 4th title in 8 years. Beat Boston in 6. Shout out to the bro, Jay Millie. Apologies that I missed the live stream, y'all. Make sure you guys tap in with Jay Millie, man. I be sharing his lives and whatnot. A lot of great convo, a lot of great content going down over there. But he's a Warriors fan. He was quick celebrating, you know. He's been keeping up on this run all season long. Like, real talk, guys, comment. Did you think the Warriors were going to do it again, man? Like, what a run these guys have had. They really changed the way, like those first few titles they got, the type of ball they were playing, the offense, the shooting, all that. Like, apologies, y'all. I'm not super articulate when it comes to giving commentary on, NBA, on basketball. At least I'm not confident the way I am with my NFL talk. You know, like, I love my Bills. I love watching football. I love football season. Shout out Studio LB too, bro. All right, is it football season? Not yet. I can't wait, right? But yeah, man, they did it. And you see the clips, man, them celebrating. Steph, Aisha, and Dell turning up. Everyone is erupting with MVP chants. Like, they did it. It's wild, man. And you see the Warriors already posting up there saying Dub Nation stand up. Curry had 34 points, hit 6 3-pointers. And you know what? A lot of people are discussing now. They're talking about, yo, we don't want to hear all that Durant talk. Everyone thought it was a wrap when Durant, moved on, saying that narrative is deaded. Comment if you were one of those individuals that felt that way, when he moved on. Let's keep it real. If you felt that way, if you're shocked right now, your thoughts as a whole about this whole situation, I want to hear it all, man. Make sure to subscribe to if you're new. This coffee talk, y'all. We coffee talk it up. But congrats to Jay Millie. You know what I mean? Any Bills Mafia that does happen to see this video, come this season, how many months will that be till Super Bowl? What were we at? 7 months? 7 months down the road? 8 months? Bills are going to be hoisting that Lombardi trophy, and everyone's going to be, chanting MVP about Josh Allen. And speaking of Jay Millie in his live, something else he was speaking on, and of course we got to speak on it on this platform, is Tupac's birthday passing. Isn't that crazy? He would have been 51. Man, like, sometimes I feel like a broken record when it comes to certain things I speak on, but I just can't always help but pondering and wondering, man, what if Pac were here? What would his career been like? Would hip-hop be totally different and all that? I'm curious, too, with all the recent developments we've seen with Tupac's estate. Like, do y'all think there's any original music float around in the cut? Or have we heard all them verses at this point? I mean, I know they dropped so many albums after his passing, and we heard different music recycled and everything like that. But I feel like there's got to be a couple tracks, right? Or probably not. I don't know. But R.I.P. and happy birthday to the GOAT. Moving along, has anyone heard this Drake surprise project? Already #1 on Apple Music. It's called Honestly Nevermind. I kind of like the surprise album. You're a huge artist when you just drop a surprise project. Like, I'm sure a lot of people remember Eminem did that with Kamikaze. Like, a lot of artists, let's be honest, it's not a diss, but a lot of artists, you got to have that promo. You got to have that rollout when it's album time. But when you're just on a whole nother level, it don't matter if You just randomly drop an album out the blue, like on statistically the worst time of the year to drop an album. It's going to do the same numbers pretty much, right? But I guess he got a video out, falling back. He marries 23 women in the video. I haven't even seen it yet. Man, Drake, I feel like this one was pretty quick, right? Was this pretty quick as opposed to, because what was the last one? The Certified Lover Boy joint, right? Like, from that project to this one, wasn't that much quicker? Wasn't there a pretty big gap previously before, in between Certified Lover Boy and whatever the joint before that was? I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. It's crazy too, like what we just saw J. Cole and Kendrick drop some new projects. I hate that they're dropping, like they're taking so long in between dropping their albums, you know? I kind of miss the album a year grind that we used to see from a lot of artists. I mean, I get it. When you're in the game so long, like what's this, Drake's 7th project? You want to live that life and everything, enjoy yourself, but I don't know. New Drake, comment if you heard it already. I got to dive into it. You know, hop back on here with my assessment of the music. Not that what Coffee's assessment means ish. But I don't know. This is kind of a nice little surprise. We'll have to see what this is all about. And that whole concept of that video, marrying 23 women. What's that about? Is that him clowning on that guy? Y'all remember that a couple months ago? That guy got slick in Drake's comments on the gram, and Drake started hitting up his girl and ish like that. Is that what he's talking about in this video? Like he could just marry anyone's wifey? I don't know, right? All right, y'all. Now, before we get to this ish with WACK100 and Benzino, WACK100 is the devil, y'all. Real talk. Before we get to that, though, we got one more thing to talk about. And this is kind of a wild story here. We're talking about Vince McMahon, yes, from WWE. And once again, guys, if you're into pro wrestling content, please drop it in the comments, as well as anything else we talk about in this video. Any comments you got, anything. I want to hear it all. That is the idea of this platform. If you're new over here, you know, I always want to urge everyone to engage, you know. For those who fuck with me on the regular, y'all already know I always got my back up against the wall with the algorithm, guys. Like, they love fucking with me. I don't know what it is, but I'm not tripping off that. But I just want to know who rocks with the WWE content. More to come. I've been saying this a while. I've been backed up. But we're going to get to this interesting content regarding the WWE. But what's going on here, man? There's a scandal, man. Vince McMahon looking like he's flucking around on Linda, and has been, allegedly, right? Reportedly, as we know, WWE is a publicly traded company. And, you know, I'm wondering what effect this could have on the company, right? Because the board is investigating this, and basically what they're saying is Vince McMahon been piping down the help, right? That's Vinnie Mac 76, he's getting up there in age. And aside from this story here, man, comment, y'all, like, do you respect Vince McMahon's grind? You know, what he's done with the WWE, how long he's been at it. You know, I know a lot of people are like, man, wrestling ain't what it was anymore. And then a lot of the old school fans are like, yo, they killed the territories and all that. But, you know, Vince just ultimate hustler. You know, hard work, never stops. He's determined. You know, it's kind of wild. Back in the day, we thought he was just like an announcer. Then we come to find out he owned the company, you know. And then when the whole Stone Cold beef went down, you're like, damn, Vince McMahon's jacked. But seeing him at the recent WrestleMania, the match against McAfee, it was like, damn, Vinnie Mac's getting up there. He's 76. He botched that stunner. It wasn't a good look, you know what I mean? But still, salute to Vince. But this could be bad. And here's what we're talking about. It says the board of World Wrestling Entertainment is investigating a secret $3 million settlement that company CEO Vince McMahon agreed to make to a former employee over an alleged affair. This is coming from the Wall Street Journal. And it basically, you know, they had an agreement that, you know, an NDA, as we know, that's standard for a lot of ish when, you know, a company or someone who's got some brethren, who ain't broke, who's really got it like that, is paying out that hush money, there's going to be an NDA attached. We see this all the time, especially with like lawsuits against pharmaceutical companies, all kinds of ish. You know what I mean? Like, you can't talk about it. But somehow this has been uncovered. I'm wondering how this got leaked out and what's going to be the result of it, of all this, with the board investigating it. But they're saying he hired a 41-year-old staffer at $100,000 a year off the rip, and then allegedly, reportedly, when Vince started hitting that, the salary bumped up to $200,000, and he ended up giving her walking papers at some point. I don't know, based on these reports, the way they'll have you thinking it all went down was like, yeah, as soon as Vince was done with her, he was like, all right, kick rocks, But aside from this, they're saying that they're finding about other similar situations that happened in the past, other non-disclosure acts and all that. So I don't know, man. Stay tuned for more updates on this. Could this fuck up WWE? Like, I with it being a publicly traded company and having a board, what's going to be the end result of this? And does this surprise you guys at all? Hearing this, that Vince was flunking around on Linda. Linda probably mad as hell right now. Like, hey, there's all kinds of crazy ish about rich people that we find out in relationships and everything. A lot of the times, power couples and ish kind of have weird arrangements and ish like that. But I know if that was the case here, they're never happy when it becomes public. That's not a good look. Gotta be quite embarrassing, And to close it out, this is that news about WACK100. Like, I'm always telling y'all, this guy is the devil, pure evil, narcissistic douchebag, right? Now, and then you got Benzino catching another L. I'm sure Eminem somewhere laughing his ass off, because we've come to find out about Eminem. Eminem pays attention to ish going on in the blogosphere and all that. He just isn't hopping on social media addressing everything. Rarely. We've seen him, jump on and tweet about a couple situations, but for the most part, M stays in the cut when he does get around to dropping music. If something was worth him tapping in on, he'll speak about it on a track or whatever. He'll designate some bars to address the issue. But Benzino, man, like, this dude, as I've been pointing out, is just, it's L after L after L after L. And if you guys recall, a couple months ago, it was like all bad for him. He had turned himself in on a warrant. The footage of the domestic situation leaked out, and where he got arrested and he was crying, he was all over the place. Like, this guy's just an emotional wreck, can't control his emotions. And that Cavario hotel-ish leaked out as well, which, again, I don't think there was anything funny style about that. But now that we're hearing this, there's going to be all kinds of, people thinking back on a lot of these situations and saying maybe something was funny style. Oh, yeah, the Shauna Brooks thing. He got real upset about that. She was a trans, I guess, model or internet personality, actress, and a private phone call leaked out between them. Benzino was like, y'all took it out of context or whatever. But WACK100 rushed to his defense back then. You know what I mean? Because Zeno was going off on 50 Cent. And Benzino was like, yo, Wax got my side. I got my back. He's a solid dude. I'm going to sue everybody for defamation who's talking about this ish. Now, fast forward a couple months where we are now. WACK100 on the Clubhouse 100 circuit. Link's going to be pinned below for y'all to go check this thing out yourself. And reportedly, Wack is saying someone sent him some video or something or some pictures. I don't even know, man, that Wack is alleging Benzino was, we'll say, PENETRATING himself with some TOYS. Yeah, that's what he's saying about Benzino. He's claiming there's receipts. I don't know if it's a video or a picture. He was like, I guess someone went up in his motel room, which I don't want to see none of this ish. You know what I mean? But it's just like, yo, what kind of demonic ish is WACK100 on that he keeps having all these, allegedly having all these private videos and pictures of everyone? Like, this ish is crazy. And we saw some ish leak out of WACK the other day as well. You know, doing his Clubhouse Doug Dizzle, screaming in on phone and everything, acting a goddamn fool. But again, links pinned below of WACK breaking all this down. And it's wild, man. Like I said, like, who wants to fuck with this guy, though? Like, aside from this Benzino-ish, and comment, guys. Like, does this shock you? Do you believe this? What are your thoughts? What do you guys think Benzino's rep is, you know, with all the L's he's took? But, like, look, they were cool. They were saluting each other. They were best buds a couple months ago, and here we are now. Just like I was pointing out with a couple bloggers that WACK was fucking with recently. WACK's been out trying to humiliate them and diss them all over the Clubhouse 100 circuit and social media. Like, this guy's the worst, plain and simple. Fuck WACK100. Again, link pinned below. Go watch that. Come back. Comment. Well, actually listen to it. It's really just the audio of the Clubhouse. But come back, comment, let me know if you believe this, what your thoughts are. A very bizarre debate came on after that. You know, after WACK said what he said, there was like a debate if that was GAY activity or not. Pause, right? Not my debate. Like, I don't know. It's just wild, man. Like, what a mess, man. Benzino, I've said it before. Listen. Take that sabbatical, take that hiatus from the internet, go run your restaurant and stay out of the public eye. And you know what I mean? We know this guy is a mess. This ish really gets to him. And as far as WACK, for real, guys, we know all the other ish going on right now. He got Big U, Jay Prince are on his bumper. WACK starting to buckle under the pressure. He's done made too many enemies, but who, like, comment, guys, do you think anyone's going to want to fuck with WACK anymore, period? You know, like, he's always bragging to the average folk about all this big business he's involved in. But aside from him just being a clownish, evil, demonic individual, who's going to want to rock with this guy at all? Like, you know, I always say it. He can't build. He destroys. That's what WACK does. And, he gets very jealous of people, too, if he feels like they're doing better than him, you know? So, thanks for tuning in. Go check that thing out. Let me know what you guys think about all these other topics. New viewers, sub to the channel. Stay tuned. It's coffee, daily videos, music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.